So moving along here, after the compression pedal, then I get into my distortion pedals. My next distortion pedal in line is this AC Plus that I just bought, an exotic pedal. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago, so I'm still playing with it. I haven't got it dialed into the tone that I'm really happy with yet. And it replaced a Boss Metal Zone pedal that I had. My Metal Zone pedal, you would think, what's a guy using a Metal Zone pedal? I used the Metal Zone for, I'm going to flip that off so I don't burn my tubes up. I used the Metal Zone for slow, rockin' kind of ballads. Boy, I just got this tone. It has 4 EQs on it. Well, 3 with a sweepable mid. It was the main reason I bought it, so I could vary that tone out of it. And I was able to get that dialed in where I could just hold a note, land on a note, and here again, I'll put that back on. I could just hold that note. I'm not getting, you know, here's this, I can't get it out of these the way I've got it set up right now. I could just hold that note all night long, just milk it, and by controlling my volume pedal, bring it in and out to control how loud it was, you know, and so I really liked it for that. But it was real nasally sounding, and I modded it when I modded the rest of my pedals here. I got some Monty Allen, I believe is the guy's name, who sell these mod kits. And I modded 4 or 5 pedals. One being another CS3 compressor pedal. That was the first one I modded. So I'm not going to say whether that, I don't know if I messed the pedal up or what. I'm not happy with that mod. It was the first one I did. I don't think I did anything wrong with it, but it wasn't what I expected. So, you know, there again, like I say, I'm not going to say it was his mod that had anything to do with it. It was probably something I screwed up on it. Let's see. So then I also did this, my Metal Zone. The Metal Zone pedal, I knew I had messed up there was a 3-way toggle switch on that mod, and I got that too hot, and it actually, some of the components underneath the switch actually kind of moved a little bit. I kind of had to shove it back in before it dried, or before it cooled off and hardened back up. So yeah, I'll say I messed that one up. So anyway, I replaced it with this Exotica pedal. I haven't dialed it in yet, but I'm working on it. So moving along the chain here, my next pedal in line, another distortion pedal, Overdrive Pedal, which is what I use. I don't really use, other than that Metal Zone, my pedals that I'm using now are Overdrive. So I need to get another distortion pedal on here, the Exotica. I was thinking I might replace this blues driver, but I haven't decided yet, because it's a great pedal now too. Stock, I didn't care for the blues driver at all, but with the Monty Allen mod on there, that's one of the best mods out of all the mods I've done. It really made that pedal come alive. Transparent, it's not that, gosh, it just didn't have a real sounding overdrive or distortion, I thought, stock. This really made it transparent, sparkly. Yeah, really like it. The setting I'm using on it right now, I've been using it just as a boost, and I got the drive all the way down. It gives me a slight overdriven, you know, like I'm driving my tubes. And I've been basically using that on my Twin while this babe was in the shop. Because this one cranked up as loud as it was, it would naturally have that, which was still, you know, I mentioned earlier, too much. I like a clean sounding amp. So, but anyway, yeah, great sounding pedal. That's with the gain all the way down. Yeah, I like it. Good sounding pedal. And that's what, like I said, the drive all the way down. You crank that drive up now. that song. That's a Brad Paisley song. But anyway, probably a little more delay. Anyway, enough of that farting around. Moving on to the next pedal there. My tremolo. I keep my tremolo, all the knobs are about 130. That's just my stock. I can't reach down there and be adjusting it all the time. So I leave it there at about, all the knobs, like I say, around 130. My generic tremolo setting. Once again, this is modded too. I put the Monte Allen mod in there. Nice mod. Cleaned it up a little bit. Not that this sounded bad to begin with. But cleaned it up a little bit. I like it. There was an option to put a volume knob in there to make it louder because they tend to drop volume a little bit. Mine doesn't seem to drop the volume that bad, so I didn't put that in there. Where I would like to have it is in that auto wah that I have. That one really drops the volume bad. The dynamic wah, that one really drops the volume when it's on, so that's too bad. But anyway, I was going to say the reason this is in my chain over here, I don't know why. It was, I just can't tell you why. I think I put it over there because when I tend to use it, and I use it on quite a few tunes, I use it real sparsely, a couple places here and there in various songs, and I wanted to be able to hit that without having to look down, and I think that was just convenient to have it there because it kind of hangs down low on my pedal board there, and close to that to my left foot, so I think that's why I put that there. So enough said with that. The next pedal, and the last of my overdrive pedals, is my infamous tube screamer. I love the tube screamer. Don Kelly in Nashville, when I played with him, hooked me up with the tube screamer, and he's the one who told me about it. You got to get a tube screamer, and of course I didn't know what they were. Love it. I haven't been without a tube screamer since. This one here again has a Monte Allen mod to it. It's modded to the 08 specs, I believe is what it was supposed to be. Either way, it's creamier than it was, and even stock. The TS9 is a fantastic pedal. It's just that everybody wants them like the old 808s. Which they were obviously they had a different chip in them and what have you. The brown burr chip, I think it's called. So that's what this has got in it now. I really like it. Like I say, it's very creamy. I use this pedal more than anything. Just very, very versatile overdrive pedal. So very happy with that. From my distortion pedals, I then move on to the last link in my pedal board, which is the time pedals, the delay and reverb. Turn that tube screamer off. My delay pedal here is a DL4, the Line 6 DL4, which I didn't want to get this pedal when I was looking at it because it's so big. It takes up a lot of real estate on the pedal board. But thinking I was going to have 3 delay pedals anyway, I got to looking at them. I mean, if you look at the photo I've got up here, you see I've got the 3 pedals on the bottom. They take up as much space as the DL4. So I really didn't lose anything by putting the DL4 in there. Not only that, the DL4's got 3 presets. I put a mod on it. I modded it. You can see that switch up on top by the logo. By putting that mod in there, it gives me 6 presets. So, I made out like a champ. It's like having 6 delay pedals there. Plus, you've got the tempo tap. Like I say, I haven't really messed with it too much to get really some better sounding stuff in there, but for the time being, it's working pretty good. So that's my delay. Happy with the Line 6. Glad I got it. It takes up a lot of real estate, but it's a good pedal. Well worth having. And last but not least, moving on to the last pedal on my board is my reverb. My reverb, let's see here, set some of these distortions back off again. Let's turn that delay off. Oh, the delay, by the way, is true bypass when it's off too, so that's pretty cool. So is this reverb pedal. The reverb pedal is a Digitech, which I'm not fond of Digitech. I tried Digitech years ago, and it was just very digitally sounding. It had no warmth. That it didn't work for country stuff at all. You know, when I'm trying to find that gritty tube tone. So I've shied away from Digitech, and when I was replacing some pedals here 6 months ago or so, I had some pedals go bad, and I needed some pedals that day. A couple of the guys at work, one guy in particular, Luke, he told me to try out the Digitech, you know, and I told him my feelings on it, and he said these hardwires they come a long way. They don't have that Digitech digitally sound. And not only that, they got the Lexicon reverbs inside of them. So, you know, Lexicon makes good stuff. So I bought it, and it's a really sweet sounding reverb. I use it on a spring setting. You know, I want to emulate a spring reverb in an amp. Yeah, so that kind of sums it up. Yeah, I'm always changing my pedal board around, and you know, if you got any ideas on pedals you use, shoot me an email. Let me know. You know, I'm always looking for you know, a different tone. I think all of us are. So yeah, I'm always open to ideas. So hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next video.